Hi children, how are you all? I hope all you are fine. So children, see here, in this video we are going to discuss about the problems related to inverse proportion. Okay, previous worksheet we discussed related to direct proportion, right? So here in this video we are going to discuss the problems related to inverse proportion. So before going to that, here say that, for example, x is inversely proportional to y. Okay, x is inversely proportional to y, then the product of x and y, is constant. This is the relation. Am I clear to you? If that x is inversely proportional to y, then its product is constant. For the direct proportion, what we discussed, if that x is directly proportional to y, then its ratio is constant. Am I clear, ma? So here a product is constant. Okay, now see here, there are 120 students in a mess. How many students are there? 120 students are there in a mess. Clear? The food is enough for 75 days. So for that 120 students, here the food is sufficient for 75 days. Okay, the food is sufficient for 75 days to the people. How many people here? 120 people are there. The food is enough for 75 days if 60 more students joined. So 120 plus 60. If 60 more students join here, the amount of food is constant here. Okay, the amount of food is constant. So that food is sufficient for, okay, for example here, one of the hostel is there. For example, to that particular month, they decided to give that, for example, 20 cases of rice. Okay, 20 cases of rice. And here number of people, 50 students are there. Okay, so they calculated that, okay, 50 students there, 20 cases of rice is sufficient. They calculated like that. Okay, unexpectedly here 10 more students added. 10 more students added. Okay, so here how many students are there? Totally 60 students are there. At that cases, no need to bring that some other food right here. So 20 cases is there. First they have to consume that 20 cases to these 60 people, right? So after completion of 20 cases, they will purchase some other food. Right, again they will purchase that different number of cases that is related to next month. But here 20 cases is constant here, right? So that 20 cases they have to be distributed among that 60 people. Okay, ma? So the same concept here you have to apply that. Okay, so here 120 students, 60 more students added, and here 75 days sufficient when some food is there, no? So that food is constant. So here that food is sufficient for how many days they are asking. Okay, so here previous one example I said, what is that? If 50 students there means 20 cases they are consuming for 1 month. Okay, just for example. So 1 month means here nearly 30 days. On an average that is 30 days. If 10 more students added means 60 students added and the same quantity of food, 20 cases only, then here number of days will be increased or decreased? Number of days should be decreased only, no? Why? Because this is sufficient for 1 month to that 50 students only. But here number of students increased. Okay, then the quantity is constant. Then number of days, it is sufficient for how many days? It should be increased or decreased? It should be decreased. Okay, so here in that number that is in increasing order. And here days that is in decreasing order. So that's why those two are in inversely proportion. Am I clear, ma? See here. So that's why here inverse ratio we have to apply, or else if you want to take the constant of these two, or apply the same condition here, or else by using that proportion also you can simplify this. Okay, how to use that same these total conditions related to proportion? Just say that 120 students and here newly added 60 students means totally 180 students, as is to here 75 is to x. 75 is to x is there, but here that is related to inversely proportional, no? So that's why we have to take that inverse ratio. Inverse ratio of 75 is to x is to 75. Understand, ma? Why? Because that is in inverse proportion. But in that worksheet 3, we did that all the problems related to directly worksheet 3A. How we did that? 120 is to 180 and here 75 is to x. But this is related to inverse proportion. So that's why you have to take that inverse proportion of 75 is to x. That is x is to 75. Now cancellations. Okay, so 120 into 75 is equal to 180 into x. From this one, x is equal to 120 into 75 by 180. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled, and here 6 3s are 18, 6 2s are 12. Clear ma? And here 3 1s 3, 3 25s is 75. So 2 into 25 is 50. Okay, so here that food is that constant food is sufficient for 50 days. For 50 days. Okay, so children, this is by using that proportion method. Okay, and by using that direct relation, what is that? If x and y are inversely proportional, then its product is constant, no? So by using this condition also we can simplify that. So just to check that here x is 120. Okay, so 120 into 75. 120 into 75. That product is equals to here 180 into x. Okay, directly without using that proportion, directly also you can write, and here again, here onwards the same steps you will get. Okay, 120 into 75 by 180 is equal to x. By using this process also we are getting the same relation, as well as by using proportion also we will get the same relation. Okay ma, here onwards simplification, that is common. So finally our answer is here 50 days we got it, no? So 6 3s, 6 2s, 3 25s, so 25 2s 50. So finally our answer is 50 days. Understand ma? So which option is correct? Option C is correct here. So let us see that next question. A train travels at 150 kilometers per hour. A train travels at 150 kilometers per hour. Okay, and takes 8 hours time to reach the destination. Okay, and to reach the distance, if it travels 225 kilometers per hour. If it travels 225 kilometers per hour, then time taken by. So children, just observe that if you are just take that as scooters. Okay, while you are driving that, while you are riding that, or your parents are riding that scooters, if they will use that 20 kilometers per hour speed. Okay, 20 kilometers per hour speed, if they will use that, then they will reach the destination in 1 hour. Okay, so if they will use that 40 kilometers per hour, then they will reach their destination early or too late than that 1 hour. Then they will reach that earlier than that 1 hour. Why? Because here speed is increasing. So speed is increasing, time is decreasing. Understand ma? If you will increase the speed, then time should be reduced. Okay, then too early you will reach the destination. Okay, for example here speed is decreasing. Okay, speed is decreasing, then time is increasing. So speed and time, those two are inversely proportional to each other. Those two are inversely proportional to each other. So that concept here you have to apply. So I can say that 150 kilometers per hour and here 225 as is to. You have to take that the ratio of 8 is to x, its inverse ratio we have to take. So inverse ratio of 8 is to x is to 8. Okay ma? So here 150 into 8 by 225 is equal to x. Already you are habituated, no? So that's why I am writing directly. So children, see here, which is that correct one? See, cancels by 8 times. So 8 into 150 into 8 by 225. So better to cancel by 5 times. So okay, cancel with the 5. 5 4s 20, 5 5s 25. 5 3s 15 and 0. Okay, so from this one 30 into 8 by 45. 3 10s 30 and here 3 15s are 45. Clear ma? Next 5 2s 10, 5 3s 15. Okay, from this one, 8 to 16, 16 by 3. So 16 by 3 we can write it as 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 1 16. So 5 and 1 by 3 hours. So which option is correct ma here? Option C is correct, that is 5 and 1 by 3 hours. Understand? Yes. So next see that third question. Third question, what is that ma here? Y varies inversely as A. Y varies inversely as A. Okay, so y is inversely proportional to A. So here A into y is equals to constant, or y into A is equal to constant. So here see that y is equals to here 6 when A is equals to 24. A is equal to 24. If y is equals to 108, then what is the value of A here? Understand? So here inversely proportional they given. So at these cases you better to take the product 24 into 6, which is equals to here A into y, no? So 24 into 6, 6 4 is 24, 6 2 is 12, 12 plus 2, which is equals to 144. Understand? So apply the same concept here. Now A1 y1, A2 y2 is equals to 108 into x is equals to 144. Okay, so x is equals to 144 by 108. Understand? So cancel by 3. 3 4 is 12, 3 6 is 24. Okay, sorry, 3 4 is 12 and here 24 is there, no? So 3 8 is 24. 3 8 is 24. And here come to this one. Here 3 3 is 9, 3 6 is 18. Clear ma? Next, 12 4 is 48, 12 3 is 36, which is equals to 4 by 3 is the ratio. 4 by 3 is the required number, that is the value of A. X is equal to 4 by 3. So which option is correct ma here? Yes, option C is correct. Okay, so let us see that next one. Fourth one. If your lorry can carry 600 bags, lorry can carry 600 bags. Okay, each weighing 8 kgs. So 600 bags, each one weight is 8 kgs. If each bag contains 12 kg, each bag contains 12 kg, then it carries how many bags? Then it carries how many bags? So here number of cases increased means number of bags should be cases. Weight of the bag increased means here number of bags should be decreased. Understand ma? Why? Because the capacity of the lorry is 600 bags. Okay, so here if a lorry can carry here 600 bags only, no, and here each one weight is 80 kgs. Okay, so that's why here you have to apply that 600 is to x as is to, here you should not take that 8 is to 12. Why? Because inverse proportion, no? So that's why 12 is to 8. So 600 into 8 by 12 is equal to x. Understand? So 4 2 is 8 and 4 3 is 12. 3 1s 3 2 6. Okay, so x is equals to 200 into 2 is equals to 400 bags. How many bags ma? The lorry capacity is 400 bags. That each bag weight is 12 kgs. If that each bag weight is 8 kgs, then its capacity is 600 bags. Okay, so here which option is correct ma? Yes, option C is correct, that is 400 bags. Clear? Yes. So let us see that next question, fifth one. What is that? 80 horses can graze a field in, yes, 80 horses can graze a field in 30 days. Okay, if there were 120 horses there, then how many days it will take to graze the total field? Here the field is constant. Okay, so here again this is inversely proportion only, no? So just take here 80 is to 120, as is to its reverse, x is to 30. Okay, so 120 into x is equals to 80 into 30. So x is equals to 80 into 30 by 120. So 0 0 gets cancelled. Next 3 ones and here 3 4s 12. So 80 by 4. 4 ones 4 20s. Understand ma? So how many days it will take? So 120 horses take 20 days to graze the total field. Okay, so which option is correct here? That is option C. Okay, So let us check that next question, sixth one. 100 people can construct a bridge. 100 people can construct one bridge in 150 days. So the same bridge, if the bridge has to be constructed in 50 days, okay, one of the bridges is there. So here 100 people there, 100 people constructed one bridge in 150 days. Okay, so it should be completed in 50 days. Then how many more people required here? Okay, so how many more people required means 100 plus x. This x value we need to find out. Okay, so let us see here. 100 is to 100 plus x as is to 50 is to 150. Okay, now simplify this. 100 into 150 which is equals to 100 plus x into 50. Okay, now here 100 into 150 by 50 which is equals to 100 plus x. So 51 so 53 is 150, right? So 3 into 100 is equals to 300 which is equals to 100 plus x. So from this one, what is the value of x here? X is equals to 300 minus 100. So x is equals to 200 more people required. So here totally how many people are required to construct that one bridge in 50 days means totally 300 people required here. Okay, 300 only. But why madam here 200 you written means how many more people required they are asking. So which means already 100 people are adjusted here. Okay, so already 100 members are there. So still how many more members, okay, how many more members required to construct that one bridge in 50 days they are asking. So how much more they are asking means that is 200. So totally how many people are required to construct that one bridge in 50 days means 200 plus 100 is equal to 300 people are there. Understand ma? So this is that question number 6. Okay, so 1 to 6 questions we discussed in this video. In that next video, the leftover questions we will discuss. Okay, thank you all.